What's going on, everybody? Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Kieran, and I'm going to be doing a twin flame reading, okay? So this one's going to be a little bit different and new. It's going to be a communication reading, which I haven't done before. So you're either going to like it or you're not. So that's two options, which are all the options in life, really, so no different. So this is going to be looking at the masculine energy, right? It's going to be looking at the feminine energy as well. And then we're going to be looking at if they're going to communicate, okay? So we're going to get maybe 6 or 7 cards just about what the communication, if they're going to communicate, right? Are they willing to communicate? What that communication is going to look like, right? Like maybe some of the stuff that they're going to be talking about, whatever that may be. And then an outcome between you guys, okay? So hopefully we'll keep it under 30 minutes because I know that people are busy doing things they got to do, go grocery shopping, masturbating, watching all the seasons of Friends, whatever it is people got to do. I know you got to do it, so hopefully we'll keep this short. So this is going to be just for, because I don't do these often, communication readings, so I'm going to just make this for December, second half of December. Today's Monday the 16th. There's 2 more Mondays left, so consider this just kind of bi-weekly, 2-week thing going on, all right? So this is from the 16th to, around the 31st, all right, of December. So, that being said, guys, one more thing I just wanted to let you guys know about. I'm doing a buy one, get one free, which means, of course, that if you buy any of my products and stuff, I'll get you a second one for free. So just keep that in mind. That's going all December, okay? All right, cool. So let's get to the stuff you guys actually care about. We'll start with the masculine energy, right? And the reason for that is, of course, because I said so. All right, guys, let's take a look. So, what is going on with the masculine energy? Let's take a look. Masculine energy. All right. So, first we have the Three of Wands, right? It's a good card. It's about adventure. It's about traveling. Definitely they're looking towards the horizon for something, which is pretty interesting. It would show them being in an energy of kind of like waiting for their ships to come in. With the Three of Wands, it's always about, it's a little bit, of course, about adventure, but you can see this crow here waiting for something to come in along the horizon. So it's kind of like the equivalent of if you've booked a vacation or something like that, and you're basically just waiting for the day of the flight, right? So it's almost like they're preparing for something, right? Preparing to start a journey almost. So they're in an energy where they're almost beginning something, or they want to start something. Because after we have the Strength card, which is telling me that they either need the strength to complete this journey, or that this journey would give them the strength. It just really seems to me like they're almost, so far it seems like they're making or they're heading towards a decision, right? The Strength card is all about handling yourself with grace and tempering that inner spirit, that inner lion, that beast, right? It's fire energy. So it's a little bit about temperance as well. But mostly it's about having that strength and that courage to continue forward. And since this is a communication reading, of course, to me that's feeling very much like having the strength to, or the courage to reach out or something like that, right? Being in an energy where they feel strong and capable. After that, we have the Emperor, which to me is always a divine masculine energy. As far as their energy would go, this is just saying that they're actually very much in their masculine energy, but not in a negative or not in a negative or toxic way. It's the Emperor comes up very, very strong energy, coming up upright there. Not that I really ever read reversals, but the idea here is that the Emperor is someone who makes rational decisions, makes decisions quite directly, kind of like beating around the bush, none of that type of stuff. It's just a very rational decision, and especially among relationships, it's logical rather than heart-based. But it is about making a decision and coming in strong and having a very powerful presence, right? So they're becoming more of what they need to be. Again, gaining courage. Having the Emperor next to Strength is again saying to me that they're getting into this energy where they're going to be very, very powerful. Basically, again, being able to just control themselves, to come in, to be grounded, to make those decisions that need to be made, right? They're transitioning into their full potential, which is great. After we have the Nine of Pentacles, so that's about comfort and security. As far as an energy would go, it would just mean that they're getting into a place where they feel a little bit more, well, definitely grounded because of Earth energy, but definitely more what's the word I'm looking for? It's comfortable, but it's like living in. It's a Nine of Pentacles is always kind of about abundance. So it's almost like they're living, or they're going to be in this energy where they're feeling authentic, comfortable. In order to come in feeling abundant. Again, it's almost like they're transitioning into this part of themselves that they've been kind of denying for quite a bit. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles, so other more earth energy, right? So this is about that benefactor. This is like that feminine energy that helps, right? So again, it doesn't have to be male or female, but the idea here is they're getting grounded. They're getting into this sort of this energy where they want to help, where they want to do something, where they want to take some grounded action, where they're going to be feeling very in charge of their life, right? I can see the masculines changing quite a bit, at least for this collective. We also have two butterflies. This has a butterfly on it, and this has a butterfly on top of that staff there, if you can see that. The idea of butterflies, of course, talks about transformation, right? So they're definitely transforming, which is really positive. And I do get that quite a bit. Definitely in an energy where they're transforming. I mean, guys, these divine masculines are like definitely coming into like a place where they feel confident again. I don't know what's been going on with your divine masculines or what's been going on with these people, but they're certainly getting into a position where they're ready for something. It's especially going along with that New Year energy. So let me see what else we got going on for the energy for the masculines. Then we have the World, okay, guys, which is a perfect place to end. So they're completing cycles in a good way. The World is like a positive completion to something. So when you get the World in here, especially with the communication reading, again, these masculines are rounding themselves off. They are at the end stage of whatever level they're on right now, and they're about to basically upgrade, up level. Again, starting with the Three of Wands, beginning that journey, trying to take an adventure, having faith and hope in something, beginning something, wanting to take some type of action, especially like outer action and inner action. Because the Strength and Emperor are very much internal types of energies that they got going on, and very powerful, of course. And then again, at the end, the World definitely dictating that they are going to be, if not already, completing the type of cycles that need to be completed so that they can begin another level, right? So the masculines are on the very, very tail end of a journey because they're transforming right now, which is really good news because internally it would mean making the decisions that they need to make, right? And again, this isn't going to be for everybody, of course, as a general reading, but this group of masculines is definitely transforming and ready for something, okay? So let me take a look at the divine feminine energy for you guys. We'll see how you guys are matching up against the masculines at this point, all right? So let's take a look at the feminine energy for the next 2 weeks. Alright guys, so the first card for you guys is Five of Wands, so conflict, right? You guys arguing with people, arguing about which show is better or something. That is definitely about conflict and disagreements. Debates doesn't have to be yelling and arguing, but you guys might be dealing with some situations in your life right now where it's kind of combative. Definitely, maybe a little bit on edge, guys. I've been feeling that way a little bit. I don't know if that's just because I've been sleeping for 12 hours every day, but I don't know. Could be. But the idea here is I do feel like this kind of charged up energy, taking less shit, right? There's some of that, speaking up for yourself. So you guys might be in that kind of energy right now where you're just feeling like argumentative, or at the very least, like you're in a place where you're not going to take any shit from anybody, right? Look at that. We also have the Tower card, guys. That's crazy. So to me, big changes are coming up in your life. Like big changes, guys. I'm sure some of you, I've talked to a couple clients, you guys have already had your Tower moment. I don't know if I've had mine yet. Who knows? Maybe I have, and I just didn't pay attention. But Tower moment, guys. So in your energy, things are going to be changing. You are going to be shifting. Something is going to shift. We'll see what happens, if it's positive or negative at the end, or after the tarot card here. Okay. Looks like it's negative. we have the Three of Swords. The good news, though, is it's in reverse. And the reverse Three of Swords is upright. The Three of Swords is, of course, about heartbreak and pain. Reversed, it's kind of like saying like it's not as bad as you thought it was, right? So it's almost like there's this tower moment coming in for you guys where all the pain that you've experienced, it's gonna start shifting, right? And what I mean by that is like harboring onto things that you no longer need. That's like, it's almost like letting go of any heartbreak, because that shit is not going to be able to serve you anymore. We have the hangman for your energy. Okay, guys, so you guys are waiting right now. Definitely waiting for something in between a different phase, like two phases of your life right now. And there's nothing you can really do. Guys, this is so true, because in my own life, as I often talk about, I'm waiting for different transitional phases between staying, you know, where I live now and where I want to go. And it's just parts of my life have ended here. In fact, almost all parts of my life have ended here. And I'm just waiting for something to begin, right? But there's a transitionary phase between that, right? And that's kind of what you're going to be in right now. Tower card, of course, is a major arcana as well. So there's lots of energy shifting. It's not just like one singular event. It's your whole energy for the month really shifting. But it's almost allowing you guys to put some pain behind you guys to kind of get over some stuff. We have the Six of Wands. Awesome card, guys. So that's about objectives, reaching your goals, success, feelings being declared. Okay, great card since we're talking about communication reading here. But for feminine energy, this is like almost saying that, well, not almost, it is saying that you, by the end of this month, you guys are going to be, this transitionary phase is going to end. There is going to be some energy that's like kind of revives you. So something good coming in by the end of the month. Definitely you are going to get at least some type of success with something. Okay, and then finally for your guys' energy, we got the Ace of Wands, guys. Damn, yo. All right, so that's great news, because you know, travel, adventure, new beginnings, it's an ace card. It's also a phallic symbol for sex. If you guys don't know what phallic means, it's basically a dick, okay? You ever notice everything in life, it literally looks like dicks and balls? Like everything, it's always, everything in life is dick-shaped or ball-shaped. The whole society is based around genitalia, so it's great. You know, you ever notice that? It is. So, you know, just next time you're driving around, look at all the things that look like dicks, and you'll be like, oh my god, everything's a dick. But yeah, it is. So, anyway, guys, back on topic. Ace of Wands about new beginnings, travel. Great if you're looking to go somewhere. But again, guys, you guys are getting this new beginning, so there is definitely this conflict, these changes, these things that are happening, this waiting, right? And you're kind of like letting go of some heartbreak, and some things maybe aren't as bad as they seem. Maybe the tower moment is kind of a heartbreak type of energy, but it's almost like whatever you experience this month, there is going to be a new beginning almost right after. So whatever kind of news, whatever kind of changes you guys are getting, you're hearing things falling apart, whatever, for you feminines, you guys are about to start something new by the end of the month, right? You're just in this transitionary period, this hangman energy, but it's going to end like fucking quickly, guys. At least by the end of the month, all right? Towards probably the week of the 23rd, because that's just an intuitive thing. Cards don't say that, but it's just something I pick up on. So that's next week, of course, next Monday. So pay attention to that type of energy, okay? But things are going to be getting better for you guys. I can tell you at the start of December, I was feeling like really messed up. That retrograde, the last one was rough. Sleeping in a lot, doing stuff like that. But right now, I'm definitely feeling myself energetically in this hanged man position right here. Doesn't mean to say that I won't personally get some type of tower energy or something like that, but I do definitely feel this hangman energy, just waiting on this Six of Wands, Ace of Wands, okay? So that's great, guys. And again, they're closing out cycles, so it's kind of interesting that you have the Ace of Wands while they're closing out a cycle. So they're ending this level, right, so they can begin another one, and you guys essentially doing the same thing, except you guys are like a level ahead, okay? So that's your guys' energy, masculine, feminine, really positive, guys. Well, you know, mostly positive. You guys are definitely going through some shit right now, most likely, but it's gonna get better towards the end of the month. Okay, so that's the good news out of it. So I'm gonna move these up away from my face, and we will take a look now at the main part of the reading, which is of course the entire point. We're gonna be looking at communication, guys. Okay, so I'm gonna get like 6 cards about whether or not they're gonna communicate, and I'll tell you what I can pull about that. You know, what kind of communication it might be, what they want to say. We'll take a look at that. All right. Alright, so what, or not what, will this group of masculines communicate? Do they want to communicate? What do they got to say? Spirit, Give me some cards. Help me understand. Masculines. Communication. Are they going to be communicating this month? Or at least soon. First card, we have the Lovers. That's a big choice. That's kind of a twin flame card a little bit. Okay, so keep in mind there with the Lovers, that is about decisions, choices between two different paths, two different people, two different ideas, right? Lovers, it's that choice. So they're definitely making that choice, coming in. And again, this would coincide with the type of energy they have going on, which is about maturing, really, because their energy is maturing. Okay, we have, holy shit, guys. Okay, so we have the Knight of Wands. Okay, that is about charging in, coming in. Fool, all right, the first card in the Major Arcana. It's about new beginnings, adventures. Okay, taking leaps of faith. What else can you tell me about the communication? We have the King of Wands, right? More fire energy, charismatic type of confident male energy of vitality. Definitely something about entrepreneurialism, creativity, right? Passion. What else can you tell me about communication? Okay, so we have the Five of Pentacles, right? Being left out in the cold. That's that separation. Okay. Let's see what else I can get going on here. And then I'm just going to read, these two cards came out, so we'll just talk about them. The first card is the King of Cups, right? We'll put that there. And then the last card here was the Hierophant, right? Which is about a little bit about transitions, traditions, I mean, not transitions, and marriage and stuff like that, and following the signs of the universe, really, and getting kind of that wisdom. So that's a good place, especially because it starts and ends with a Major Arcana, so that's enough information, I think. Talk about communication. All right, guys, so overall, just right off the bat, this is looking pretty good, okay? Now, Lovers, again, this is about making choices. So these two are definitely coming in together. As far as communication goes, guys, unexpected communication. So they're going to be making a choice, okay? For a lot of you guys, there is going to be communication coming in this month, if not this month, at the beginning of next month. Which is January for all you calendar nerds out there. So they're coming in. Knight of Wands is unexpected. This crow can't keep up with the horse, so if it's no choice but to fly alongside it because it's a type of charging in energy, right? Knight of Wands is definitely about events picking up. If you've been feeling blocked, if there's just been no communication, for example, it's to expect communication quite quickly, especially with the Fool card. Because it's coming in there with a sense of vulnerability. They want to come in and essentially offer something, talk about something. The King of Wands, especially with the Five of Pentacles, this is about that energy where you guys, where they want to talk about, the separation, being left out in the cold kind of energy, that test of resources. They want to talk about the things that have happened between you guys, right? Now, if you guys are already in a relationship, you probably wouldn't be watching this video, but if you have some type of communication going on, you guys are in some type of relationship, platonic, romantic, I don't, what else, sexual, I don't even know what else there is, but business. But the idea is that if you're in that type of scenario, they're definitely taking a more committed role, especially with that Hierophant at the end, okay? Because the Hierophant is about marriage, right? It's about traditions, and it's about following the signs of the universe, and it has, if you can tell, a key right here, unlocking that hidden wisdom, right? Getting those final pieces of the puzzle. Whereas the King of Cups here is about that emotionally secure man, right? Again, doesn't have to be a male, but the idea here is about being, in touch with their emotions, following their heart, right? So definitely it's almost like they can't really contain themselves anymore, so they're going to have to, depending on how long your communication has been sort of separate, or separated from, how long you guys have been separated, how long there hasn't been communication. So they definitely want to talk about the things that have happened between you guys, the separation. They do want to offer you some type of emotions. The King of Cups is definitely telling me that there is that emotional offer, but the offer itself is like the emotions, right? Because if they were withholding your emotions before, you can expect them to now offer them, right? You can see their emotions now rather than if they were hiding them, right? King of Wands is also about taking charge, so as an influence, they'd be taking charge towards this connection, clearing things up, again, they might, if you guys are in a relationship, there might be just more commitment, such as marriage. But if you guys have been separated and there hasn't been like much communication, if any, the Hierophant is definitely saying that there's an element of destiny coming in here, some signs from the universe, being following, your guides, your own intuition and stuff, of course. But that this is a traditional type of relationship that they want, so that this offer itself for a lot of you guys is going to mean something, which means that it isn't going to be kind of like bullshit. This is a good energy for an offer, okay? Again, they want a new beginning with you guys, coming in very quickly, definitely with making a choice, right? Taking charge, wanting to talk about that communication, right? But there is definitely this, because you guys are in this Five of Wands energy, it's almost like they're kind of waiting for you to get out of this energy, okay? Because think about that. If you are wanting communication, and you have to honestly ask yourself, well, if they did communicate, what's the percent that you would be like, hey, fuck you? You know what I mean? Maybe it's a good percent. Maybe 30% is still enough of a percent for that to happen, because you catch somebody on a bad day and you're not ready, right? And that's the idea, guys, is because I get a lot of energy from this about being wrong in the past, right? Like, because you have the Lovers, it's about making that choice. Finally making that choice, deciding, right, between two different people. Again, if they're in a karmic, this would be really great news for you guys. It's great news altogether, really, no matter what the situation is. But there's this element of knowing that they've done something wrong and that they need to kind of come in and clear things up, especially with this Five of Pentacles. They need to offer something. They know that they need to tell you guys something, because it's just gone on too long and they can't deny that anymore. That's why you have the King of Cups and the Hierophant here again. This reading's all about taking charge, guys. They can't deny it. But, again, they are worried because they don't want to come in if it means that coming in is just a big failure, right? I don't know if you guys have ever made any mistakes in the past or had to apologize to anybody. Most of us have, of course. It's not necessarily easy to apologize when you know you've done wrong, because it's kind of embarrassing. And there is this element of being embarrassed a little bit, which I do pick up on, okay? But overall, communication is very, very positive. They are coming in. A lot of you guys are going to get communication this month, especially with the Knight of Wands, because that is about being, like, inundated with texts and emails. And do people still get emails? AOL, messengers, whatever the fuck it is that you guys are using, there is communication coming in, all right? So keep your options open, keep your possibilities open here. But remember your own energy, guys. You guys are going through a little bit of your stuff, so think about it like that, because you can see the cards here watching this video, right? They want to come in, they want to communicate, but the first three cards of your energy, Divine Feminines, is combative and shaky and ungrounded and kind of like hurt and maybe not hurt and getting over some pain, but still having, like, you're fine 3 days, but then, like, there's something that triggers you and you're like, ah, shit, like, I hate them again. You know what I mean? Like, there's some stuff that is getting itself sorted out right now, and that's why you have the Hangman, because, again, you are, like, just in this transitionary phase between perceptions, between two new worlds, two new places. It's a whole thing. You guys are just waiting right now, and you cannot do anything about it, guys. I can't explain how much I am literally Hangman energy, guys. I have quit almost everything in my life. If I haven't quit it, it's fallen apart in its own. I can tell everything's just, like, fucking just dying away, because it's new beginning time for me. And it is for many of you guys as well, but again, between those phases, there's a transitionary waiting period, and when you wait, that's when you deal with all this stuff. So that, again, you guys are going to have to be clearing that up before this kind of communication fully comes in. So just right now, just as advice for you guys, just focus on your own energy and clearing that up and taking care of yourself, okay? Because that'll make things happen a lot quicker and smoother for you, right? Because trust me, from experience, getting communication when you're not in a place to really receive it, to be open to it, it's always shitty, okay? It never feels good. So let it happen naturally, okay? And then finally, I'm going to be taking a look. I just want to get some outcome cards, okay? For what's going to be happening for you guys, okay? Just in the state of this relationship, so to speak. All right, so we're just going to get like 3 or 4 cards here just for an outcome, okay? So what can you tell me about the outcome between these divine couples for the month? Spirit. So we'll just see what the final result is this month. Whether it's good, bad, indifferent, in between, good and bad, who knows, right? So the first card that we have is the Six of Swords. This is about moving on, okay? Moving into a positive place, a little bit better, right? Moving away from negativity. So we have the Nine of Wands. Okay, this is about fighting to get to a place, being kind of defensive, having that wall built. But it is a self-reliant energy. It is about that hard work, all the effort that you've put in. We then have the Judgment card. So this is about decisions, crossroads. Okay. Then we have the Wheel of Fortune, guys. Destiny, luck changing, things happening as they're meant to. Okay. And if I were to pull one more card, which I will, Page of Cups. Love news, messenger. Alright, guys. So, me and Buddha here are pretty much, I mean, this is good. Buddha agrees. I know you can't hear him speak, but he just said so. Again, Six of Swords, that's about moving on from a shitty place mentally. It's a mental card, but it could be physical. But the idea is just getting away from stuff that, you know, it doesn't make you feel good anymore, whether they're emotions, people, places. The idea is getting the hell out of there. Six of Swords, this crow is traveling across the water, right? Getting out of there. So there may be some journey. Again, they had the Three of Wands. That's a journey card. There's a couple journey cards in here. The World is a little bit of a journey. Knight of Wands, Fool. Ace of Wands, Six of Wands, right? There's little journey cards in here, action cards, right? Now, the Nine of Wands isn't necessarily a journey card, though it is a wand card, but this card is kind of about the defensive energy, right, that you guys have had, that you guys maybe feel towards each other right now. So, you know, not sure how to reach out, not sure what to do, even if they did, they're not sure what to do. Nobody can understand or predict what it's going to be like. There is that defensive energy. You guys have fought hard to get where you are, especially if you have been through so much pain. I get honestly, for this reading, this whole reading, I get this to be people that have been on this journey for at least a couple of years now. This is a type of longevity energy going on here, especially with the Judgment card and the Wheel of Fortune. All of this is like a coming together, like after a long time type of thing. Especially again with the Wheel of Fortune here. So yeah, guys are defensive. You guys have been through a lot of pain, experienced a lot, just wanting things to, you know, you're not really sure what's going to happen. Maybe can't even imagine it because you've just been so battle torn and worn out, right? That it's just hard to imagine even a future with them. But the Judgment card is saying that divine intervention is coming in here. Decisions are going to be made about the past, even, you know, within your own life, but in the relationship in general. And then the Wheel of Fortune is like, and look at that, you have 10, you have a bunch of X's, you have 3 10s technically, which is like an angel number, but 20 and 10. Anyway, decisions, Wheel of Fortune, destiny, the wheel turning. So this is fate. This is divine timing. This is that period of bad luck turning in your favor. This is again suggesting that if you guys have been in separation, there hasn't been that much communication, the relationship is going to work itself out, balance itself out, because there is this love news coming in, there is this offer, there is something on the table that is going to come in for you guys this month, most likely, or next month, but very, very soon, guys, for this group of you. Okay, Page of Cups. Now, you might hear something about them, that this good news, right, this love news, maybe it isn't them who actually tells you, maybe you hear it from a friend or an old friend, an acquaintance, whatever, but you're hearing something good about them, right, and it's going to start making things change. So maybe you do find out that they've always had feelings for you, or maybe, you know, you find out some communication, or somebody tells you something about what's going on in their life, and they talk about you, and or maybe it is them who actually does come in. You know, Page of Cups is a slower type of offer, but it is a legitimate offer, guys. So there is an offer, and remember, they already had the King of Cups in their communication, right, for their communication with the masculine. So that's, again, they're being in touch with their emotions. So it does seem like they're going to be able to offer you guys something solid, okay, emotionally solid. And again, divine timing. So you guys are going to have to let this happen naturally. There's nothing you guys can do right now. Whatever's happened in the past, happened in the past. Let the future happen as it's supposed to, and right now, take care of anything you can in this moment, because that's where all your power is, guys. Everything that you guys need to know and how to handle everything is going to be right in this now moment, guys. The future's never going to make you happy. The past has already happened. If it was shitty, it was shitty. If it was good, it was good, but it's over. It's done. It's dead. Okay? like the show Firefly on Fox, okay, it's dead, it's canceled, it's over. Forget about the past, guys. The future is actually pretty bright, okay? But in order to see the future, in order to feel like you have hope again, like there is something that you can look forward to, something that will make you happy, you need to find that peace now in this moment, right? And that's going to allow this relationship to really blossom, because if you guys focus on the now moment and getting over any past issues or anything that you're trying to deal with emotionally, spiritually right now, clearing that out is going to happen in this now moment, and it's going to allow all this stuff to just like unfold like crazy, okay? Because again, Knight of Wands, unexpected, all right? So that's just a little bit of advice for you guys. Hopefully this reading was helpful. Didn't really mean to make I was trying to have it under 30 minutes, but I didn't do it. I didn't do it, guys. I failed. Not the first time, not the last either. All right, guys. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, let me know if there is any types of questions or anything you guys ever have. Of course, I usually answer them in the comments and stuff like that. And again, buy one, get one reading. All the information is in my description box and all that other good stuff that people talk about. Alright, guys, so I will talk to you later on this week. I hope you guys enjoy your rest of your Monday. Alright, guys.